Hi, I'm Ailbhe McDonagh. In this video, we will discuss bow distribution. In my Cello Basics series, I introduced you a little bit to bow distribution. So this is just a slightly more advanced approach. We're going to look at my piece Kite Flying from It's a Cello Thing, Book 2. You can also listen to this on all platforms online. When we start at the very opening, we have a crotchet to a dotted crotchet. Okay, so here we are. So when I discussed bow distribution before, I wanted you to think about, say, the crotchet or the quaver beat and organize that in your division of the bow. Let's say here that we are starting the piece, it's in 3/4, so 3 crotchet beats in every bar, okay? So you'd imagine then that you would play each crotchet with a third and a third. But sometimes we don't need that much bow. We don't need a full bow for every single note that we play. But let's start with that premise in mind. So we have a crotchet. Now, funnily enough, that's a dotted crotchet and I'm almost at the 2/3 mark because I want to hear more of that C. So we've got... So that's where I've got to now with my dotted crotchet. The next 3 quavers are all slurred, and that's the exact same length as a dotted crotchet. So it's great news. We can just get back to the heel. A minim. Now here we only have a crotchet, so we have to do a faster, lighter bow. So we don't want too much weight. So let's imagine here we were at 100% weight. We might do 50% weight here, and as we come into the heel we have to lighten so it doesn't give a big swell. Let's try it. So I'm lifting up my weight as I come in. If I don't, you get this feeling. So obviously not what we want. So starting again. So there's another option for our minim when we get there. I don't think that note is as important, so I might slow down the bow speed so I don't have to do such a big movement on my crotchet. So let's try it. That works, we're at about halfway point. And then again with our dotted crotchets, we kind of like that note, so we want to sing it out. The 3 quavers are the same. Back to the heel. 3 quavers again. Now here we have an entire bar under 1 slur. So that means we can't be playing a dotted crotchet out to here. We have to fit in 3 crotchets into 1 beat. So here we are. Let's try it. And same again here. So have a look at our bow speed. In the previous bar we did a big singing, slow, and quite close to the bridge. And now we've 3 quavers. So of course we can use a little more bow for the 3 quavers because we don't need to save it so much when we get there. So as we think about our bow distribution now, we're thinking about things like colour, the sound of the note, the direction that we're going. So it's not always the same speed anymore. We might go... For this next one, because it's higher, I might use a little more bow. And here, my contact point changes so that that slow bow speed sings. We're pronating. And slow. So you can see there again, we just have the same speed. But now there's a crescendo. I'm I'm using more bow for that dotted crotchet again. Slow. There is our similar slow bow speed when we have to put an entire 3 beats under one slur. So you can see it's a conscious choice that we're making for our bow divisions and whether we need a little bit more for the same division later. Very important to think about these things based on where we want to go, where does it exist within the phrase. Let's play just the very, very end of the piece so you can just have a look at what I'm doing with the bow. I hope you really enjoy the process of working out all the different bow speeds and bow divisions. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.